orientation for therapists, healers, guardians, social workers, hotline professionals, and other direct contact roles working for Andromeda Healing Community. This orientation is intended for those who wish to become part of the Andromeda team. Andromeda Healing Community assists survivors of all forms of human trafficking, exploitation, and slavery, including deep-level trafficking within the secret space program. At Andromeda, we embrace diversity in all its forms. Every individual is a world of their own, shaped by unique beliefs, habits, traumas, life experiences, and truths. Each person brings a perspective molded by their personal histories and journeys. Our mission is to create a sanctuary where healing can flourish, grounded in the fundamental principle of acceptance. Here, we do not just tolerate differences, we honor and embrace them. Andromeda is a place where the extraordinary is not dismissed. Talking about encounters with extraterrestrial beings, multidimensional experiences, or unseen traumas is met with curiosity, care, and discernment, not ridicule. We're here to change the culture of judgment and disbelief, replacing it with presence, compassion, and truth-seeking. Understanding that many individuals have experienced deep and complex trauma, we prioritize compassion and empathy in all that we do. At Andromeda, we place special focus on advanced trauma-informed care and innovative treatment methods. We do not rush to judgment, but instead seek to understand the root causes of behaviors, offering support and guidance with patience, awareness, and an open heart. Our core values include openness to possibilities beyond conventional understanding. We challenge stigmas and stereotypes, particularly regarding experiences that defy mainstream beliefs. Our commitment is to approach all encounters with curiosity and an open mind. We are dedicated to creating a community where survivors can feel safe to share their stories and experiences without fear of condemnation. Every team member plays a crucial role in nurturing this environment of trust and acceptance. Central to our ethos is respect for oneself, for others, and for differing viewpoints. We recognize that everyone's journey is different, and we honor each person's path without judgment. We need to create an environment where survivors feel free to share without fear of being condemned. Survivors may share stories that sound unbelievable or strange. Our role is to hold space with neutrality, not to validate every detail, but to affirm the courage it takes to share it. What was called delusion elsewhere may be the beginning of truth here. At Andromeda, we don't jump to clinical labels. We first ask, what do you feel this means for you? And how can we support your integration of this experience? Basic orientation for direct contact roles and frontline professionals who will directly hold space for survivors of the most extreme and often hidden forms of trauma. Andromeda is not a typical healing center. We are called to support individuals whose experiences go far beyond what most professionals have been trained to address. These include survivors of human trafficking as recognized in mainstream news, deep underground trafficking networks, secret government and military experimentation, secret space programs, ritual abuse, mind control, forced labor, cloning and weaponization, dimensional and off-planet encounters, time travel manipulation, and memory suppression. We stand for the highest level of trauma-informed care, one that does not yet widely exist. Many survivors will speak about experiences that seem impossible or sci-fi, including being taken as children to underground or off-world facilities, being subjected to advanced technological torture, genetic modification, or consciousness transfer, memories of multiple lifetimes or missions across galaxies, having contact with beings not from Earth, benevolent or not, having artificial personalities, implants, or handlers, witnessing or being involved in non-consensual experiments and combat situations. We must emphasize these are not delusions or fantasy for these individuals. These are lived experiences. To serve this mission effectively, direct contact professionals must cultivate psychological preparedness to receive stories outside the boundaries of traditional trauma models, emotional resilience to avoid compassion fatigue and burnout, spiritual openness to hold multidimensional truths, even if not fully understood, non-reactivity to maintain grounding while witnessing intense disclosures, self-awareness to recognize personal biases, judgments, or disbelief. Required training and continuous support. Before working with this group, professionals should undergo basic orientation to Andromeda's philosophy, non-judgmental, multidimensional, sovereignty-centered healing, trauma-informed care, specialized training on SSP and deep trafficking, understanding patterns, behaviors, language survivors use, how memories may return in fragments, symbols, or timelines, recognizing the spiritual and energetic layers of abuse. Burnout prevention strategies, tools for emotional regulation and personal healing, peer supervision and team debriefing, access to mental/spiritual wellness programs for team members, spiritual emergency and integration care, how to recognize when someone is undergoing a spiritual crisis, how to respond to spontaneous memory recovery, energy surges, or flashbacks from other timelines. If you're not ready, that's okay. It is not a weakness to say, I need more preparation before I work with these survivors. In fact, it's a sign of integrity and care. You will not be judged. We will help you build the inner and outer capacity needed. Or, if your skill set is best suited elsewhere, there are many other ways to support the mission. Our goal is to have a highly prepared, emotionally intelligent, trauma-savvy team, not just a large one. We are creating something that has never existed before, a place where you can speak your truth, however strange or painful, and be met with understanding, skill, and deep respect. If this is the vision you want to uphold, welcome. Follow Part 2. Secret Space Program Trauma Training Overview. For Andromeda team members in direct contact roles, this basic overview introduces the core themes, training components, and preparation needed to equip team members, especially frontline practitioners, therapists, guardians, and social workers, to work effectively with secret space program survivors and others with similar experiences.